It ain't safe no more. Look, I'm an Arizona nigga, tell somebody that the man home. Flow still sick, mix promethazine with airborne. Shout out to my nigga Dooney riding with his standouts. You won't even know it. I'm an Arizona nigga, tell somebody that the man.
What's good? It's your boy DellyEveryday, Mr. Arizona, Mr. 365, aka Mr. 2K21. You locked in with the Four Wise Men podcast. Tap in.
Too loud? Sounds way too fucking loud.
Nigga, yes.
Nigga.
That's why we just tested.
Don't matter, we gonna get it right. Welcome, Delly.
Yeah, what's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Bro, it took me a long while to do this.
Nigga, what are you doing?
Yeah, right?
Okay.
What is this? I had to put both ears on this one. Yo! Call me back. Damn, I ain't heard this shit in years.
This was one of my favorites.
Definitely.
I don't know why you let Monas do you like that.
Get caught slipping. Go on, Delly. That's facts. It's about to be made too. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
He did his homework, bro.
I think this is the first song I ever got on the radio. And I said it.
And you said it too.
That's what's crazy.
Side. No side.
No, no. What my name is.
Minutes. Y'all in the pilot. Steve Nash. That. Right.
Better smash that. If she asks for the cash app. We in a fucking time machine right now.
Yo, Delly, this did it for me, bro.
Yo.
This was my favorite. This was my favorite at the time, right there, bro.
The stories behind this shit is crazy.
Like, from your past, right? Never did. Calling me baby. I'm like, wait, don't you got a kid? He was in the stands now. Looking. Outspoken. The influence. Oh boy.
That's cool. That's cool, bro. This is cool, bro.
Yeah, transition.
Took me 2 hours to do, man.
Bro, I don't have some of these songs.
In due time, it's gonna be your time. The gold mine, go time, it's go time. I've been through, seen them bang it out the window, the info, with you, and go down, make it go down.
Let's go. You locked in now with the Four Wise Men podcast. Daily Everyday Takeover, boy. We live, man. Sheesh.
Yeah, man. I had to.
Sheesh.
Man did his thing on there.
Sheesh.
Yeah, man.
God damn.
Bro, it took me, like I said, it took me 2 hours to do that. And you know what the crazy thing was? I said, fuck my homework, I'm gonna work on this.
That's the real shit right there.
I did my homework at work.
Yeah, that came out really good, man. Like dead ass. That shit was me.
Appreciate that, man.
I'm glad I showed up. Imagine if I played
So he was like, Joe J, since you did the interview previously,
Yeah.
to like give him the intro and da. I kept putting it up. I was just tired.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I didn't say a damn thing.
Yeah.
Like for real, so glad I didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
And it turned out amazing.
Yeah,
I really
man.
appreciate that, bro.
Appreciate that,
should
man.
mean more than everything.
Everybody that's tuning in, YouTube,
Yo.
shout out to y'all for tuning in. If y'all don't know, it's the Four Wise Men podcast. It's your boy Yogi Swift.
It's your boy J Rod,
Your
Jan
boy
175. Paul stepping on my tag.
This nigga.
One time this nigga say more than just
I know.
We gonna get it right. Hey, let's do this again, man. Let's do this again. Come on.
Yo, what's
Yo.
up? It's the Four Wise Men podcast. It's your boy Yogi Swift.
It's your boy J Rod.
Your boy Paul.
Okay.
Daily Everyday. I guess.
Hey.
Delly needs no introduction, man. After that,
Welcome, man. Thank
I
you.
appreciate you for coming through, Delly. Just want to let you know that I did my homework,
My God.
but I've been following you for a minute now, so
Yeah.
it's more of just doing your research and going back.
How
and
was
doing
your grades
homework.
in school? Like with homework and shit. You did homework in school?
Nigga, hey, we can talk about that too.
Hey, all right.
We was in math class together, nigga.
Thanks for having me, friends.
Hey, glad you came through. So if you guys don't know, we had Delly before. Actually, J-Rod interviewed him right before one of the shows back in like 2015, 16. One of them. That episode's gonna be on the Patreon, so go ahead and check that out. But yeah, man, I couldn't make it. I'm glad it's here this time, mainly because it's in my house. So I couldn't be nowhere else if it was.
Were you having a baby or something like that?
No.
There was something there.
Oh, at that time, yeah.
Yeah.
At that time,
Nah,
yeah.
family first, bro. Hey, family first, bro. I know. I remember.
Which, okay, we can start jumping into the questions, because one of my questions I had is, what is like your biggest challenge or like your sacrifice to putting into your craft? Because I know when I do like the podcast shit and anything else that I do, it's like family is always first, but there comes times where it's like you're gonna miss out on something, not because you want to,
Right.
but because you got a vision, you got something you see, and it's like it's something that you gotta do.
So yeah, you said it. It's not like a secret. It's that shit, that family and moments like that. Like you can't get those back. You know, my son is about to be 8, and there was times where I was gone. You know what I'm saying? And I think as a man,
it's just good to build that foundation and install it into him to let him know, like, this is what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And I have things to show. I'm sure we'll talk about it tonight. But those things, it doesn't make up for that time missed. But it's like, I'm trying to be there and give you an idol to live for after I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So leave you a legacy to show, like, okay, that's what he was doing and that's why he got that. So it's a jacked up sacrifice. But what I would say is don't play around with it, bro. Like, if you really gonna do this and it's taking away time from your family and you just half-assing it, what is that? You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna do it and take that time away, you gotta go 10 times hard because of that. You know what I'm saying? People who don't have kids, they can lollygag this shit. But you can't, bro. Your wife or whatever, she gonna be questioning you like, babe, you've been gone for this amount of time. You gotta have something to show for that. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that leads us to my next question. Because you've been rocking with your girl for a minute, right? And so that backbone of having that support for doing what you do, because there's no guarantee that you're going to be doing this tomorrow. You know what I mean? Just because of the industry and everything. So I stress that it's important. And sometimes my fiance Crystal, it's funny that we got the same name. Sometimes they feel like they're not supported, like they feel like they could be doing better, but in our eyes, what they're doing is perfect. You know what I mean? So it's like having that backbone, that support at home, knowing that they're supporting your craft. What would you say to that, as far as like having somebody that's gonna ride with you throughout thick and thin in your industry?
That's more than half the battle. Just to be able to go out and be who I am, be Delly every day, and then come home and be normal, you know what I'm saying? To be able to confide in her and say the things that I want to say to other people that I can't. So I think it's very therapeutic, you know what I'm saying, in a sense, but it's still work, bro, like no matter what. So just having a woman who's down for you, it just helps. It adds to it. You probably could do it by yourself, but it's probably going to be 10 times harder. You know, women have a different perspective than we do. They can see some things coming from a mile away, like maybe that's not such a good idea, or maybe you shouldn't. And if you got that, you know, rapport built up with her, then you can trust in that. You can trust in her word. So that's what is, to me, that's what's important. But that support system, man, is. But even with that, me and my woman, it's been 7 years. It's been challenging, bro. Like the 365, that was the best year of my career. That was the worst year of our relationship. So, you know what I'm saying? So we could have ended it at that. Because for me, it was like, well, I'm the happiest I ever been with what I love, and this ain't working, so maybe this ain't meant to be. But anytime we break up or separate, like we get right back together, like it's we have to. So that's how we know. You know what I'm saying? Like this is meant, like I can't be without you. Like if we break up, you go in the fucking living room, I'll go in the room, and then tomorrow. But that's what it is. But we already know that with each other. Like this is what it is. So, but yeah, that support system is very important.
I just wanted to piggyback and ask that
Go
question.
ahead.
Because Manny brought up with your kids, with family life in general. Do you ever get, like, when you accomplish something, is there a sense of validation, like you, because sometimes you get a win and it's not something you can physically show someone. You know what I'm saying? So when you get that win, do you say, look, this like I can physically show you, like, hey, this is why I missed such and such important date, this is why I had to cancel. Like, do you ever feel that validation?
My family, they, go ahead.
I was gonna say, now do they, what I'm saying is, I understand you may feel that, but do they understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
now, but like I was telling y'all before the interview, it's that credibility that I built up with my family. So it's like, when I do show up, to me it's kind of whack, because it's like, oh, Delly really, like, he really came. But for me, it's like, damn, I really wish I could come every time. So, but they support it, but it's just like, at this point, I'm that light for my family too, so they might be being selfish too. Like, he got it, we got it, whatever he like, and I get it, I can take that responsibility. But yeah, I feel validation in it. I didn't at first. My mom, she's my biggest fan now, but it took a lot of proving to her, bro. It took a lot of proving, bro. Like, I had to get on the radio, I had to get in the movie theater, I had to get in the newspaper, I had to get on the video, and she's like, oh yeah, you gonna make it now? Like, yeah, most people never see any of those things, so you have to be committed, bro. Back to what Manny was saying, you have to be committed, dog. Like, if you really spending that time away, then you can show them those things, and you don't even have to show them; they'll see it. hey mom, come on, we finna go see my movie in the theaters tonight. Go get a nice dress. Like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? Hey, turn on the radio. They playing my song right now. Like,
that's powerful.
You know what I'm saying? So, but that's what it's about. You gotta put the work in.
What do you think is the most challenging part
of it all?
Yeah.
Staying consistent, being a human being, feeling emotions, and cause as an artist, everything is based off emotion. So if I have a day where I'm just down, I be like, I'm not gonna turn my computer on. I'm not gonna. So just being consistent, as consistent as I am, still being consistent. That's the most challenging thing, bro. Cause you could always be doing something else. There's always a million distractions. I have 2 to 3 jobs at a time, all the time, besides music. You know what I'm saying? So there's always things I could be doing. So to be consistent and be diligent and loyal and commit to that, like that's still the toughest part.
We are definitely gonna get into your consistency. Again, man. I mean, I'll let Manny pose the question, but that 365, boy.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
I'm here, bro. I'm here. I want to get to
so far. I want to get to the beginning though.
Yep.
What was your introduction to hip hop, and what was your introduction to wanting to rap?
I don't necessarily remember my introduction to hip hop. A lot of people, they pride themselves on like the first CD I heard was I learned from my uncle. When I was like 12, 13, he had a group and they was rapping and he was just my idol, bro. He did martial arts, I did martial arts. He bowled, I bowled, he rapped, I rapped. So we was at the hotel downtown, the Hampton Inn is still there, and we wrote my first rap. And after that, it was over. And then it just went from that. That's the beginning. And I never looked back. I got into the studio with one of like the most like pioneer guys out here, Buki. He's like one of the biggest dudes like from the old squad out here, and he was the first person to put me in the studio. So to be that and then be who I am, like that's monumental for Arizona. And like when we blow up, y'all hear more about it because it's like not a coincidence. So yeah, that was the beginning, bro. So 13 wrote my first rap. 15 got the Chavez. I had a CD. I was the only person that had a CD until Frank came along.
Yes.
And then
I remember that.
After that, I started battling. That was just, for me at the time, it was just attention. Not many people could do that. Freestyling on the basketball team, you know what I'm saying? So I was good at that, you know what I'm saying? So that was after that. And then after high school, it was just embedded in me. Like my basketball work ethic just translated to the music. And
okay. I don't want to be the only one asking questions. If anybody else want to jump in.
Well, I was going to go as far as like, I didn't know if we were going in.
No, go ahead. These are just questions, just sporadic.
Sheesh. Okay, how about this? Because we can all see the notes. He obviously can't see it. We'll keep the fun questions towards the end. Those are. Okay, some people added some more stuff to it, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that a little bit.
You can tell we don't have a lot of people on here.
No, that's good. I get it, bro. I get it.
So, I did see that interview because you mentioned, I forgot where it was, but you mentioned that you love bowling and people didn't notice that you did that.
It's not that I even love it. It's just I'm fucking really good at it.
All right. What was the highest you ever scored?
279.
God shit. God damn. I could never.
I was like 13 or 14, bro.
Wow.
Like,
you got scholarships.
I'm legit. I had scholarships. It was like a family thing. Like my whole dad's side of the family, my grandpa, my grandma, my uncles. That was the thing.
Oh, that's their thing. Like both,
My grandma worked there, so I would go there, bro, and like she'd let me bowl. And like most kids bowl like 3-4 games and they be done, bro. One time I bowled like 30 games straight, and they had to like tell me like you done, like. Cause we gonna get in trouble. So I did that, bro. I bowled with the pros. Like they had this thing where you can bowl with the pros. I was beating them. Like I was legit. But when I got to high school, like I said in that interview at Chavez, there was no bowling program. That wasn't cool to bowl. So I transitioned to basketball.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I wish I never did though.
That's wild. That's as cool as we are. That's something I never knew.
I know, because I kept it from people. Like it wasn't cool to talk about. Like, I'm a bowler, brother. Like
you a bowler?
No, I'm a bowler.
But some of that shit is cool now.
I like a pro bowl. Yeah, now
it's very chic.
I did want to open an all black, not all black, but like a black owned bowling alley. Just do it how I would want to do it, and people would look like what, but like that's really in me. You know what I'm saying? So I know what to do to make it a good time because I've been around it. You know what I'm saying? So
That would be dope as fuck, and then it opens up different avenues for
Yep.
people that didn't know that bowling could actually get you somewhere.
Yep,
Instead
absolutely.
of somebody trying to ball or play football or something like that.
Yeah.
Just like to his point.
To become a professional bowler, you don't gotta go to college. You don't gotta. You just gotta have a 200 average. And all you do is you go, you sign up, you bowl 3 games, and if you bowl a 200 3 times in a row, you can be 201. You can become a professional bowler. Like it's
That's dope.
My boy,
It's
I got
crazy.
your life.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I don't know that.
I'm about to
Damn.
hit
I'm telling you, bro.
alleys right now.
I'm telling you.
That's dope. That's dope.
I guess I wanted to. I mean, again, and I'm familiar with the whole 365 challenge because
Yeah.
one, I would call you when I heard one, like when I would hear
Yeah.
a one that just rang off to me.
Yeah.
I'd hit that and be like, bruh, I don't know what the fuck you got going on over there, but that one that you just put out, that's good.
Oh,
yeah.
well, I'm glad I'm here because I've been meaning to talk to you about this.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So
okay.
this is some exclusive shit right here. I don't know if y'all can zoom in.
Oh,
but you
man,
might
I'm
wanna
zooming
zoom
in. Hello.
So I would like everybody to thank the person who stopped the original 365 from happening. J-Rod.
What did you do?
Jay.
What did you do?
Hey, viewers,
So-
right here.
I think it was 2 years prior to me doing this.
Oh, okay, I do remember the story.
Oh yeah, I know you do. I know you do. So
Yes, okay.
I had just lost a battle. I got booed off stage, pride going. I'm like, fuck this. I'm done with this music stuff, whatever. I've never been booed. I've never lost at anything. So it was like, anyways, I'm like, forget that. I'm finna come back hard. I'm finna go hard on my craft every single day. I changed my name to Delly365. I'm like, I'm finna put out a freestyle every day, like YouTube every day. I started posting them, right? Here comes J-Rod. Mr. Super Petite. Bro, like, what's the purpose of this? Like, why would you shouldn't do that. And I don't know why I respected him so much. But I was like, my pride was already low from losing that battle, so my confidence wasn't high.
I just want to say,
Bro, I know you did. I know the comments are still there, and I literally was just like, "Fuck, he's right." Like, why am I doing it? Like, that's dumb. Like, and I put it off for 2 years, literally 2 years, and then I saw Gary V talking to Nipsey, and he was like, "If somebody could do it," and then that was the second, and I'm like, "I gotta do it, bro. Like, I gotta do it." But you can ask all my close people, because I told them, like, J-Rod was the person who was just like, "I don't think that's a good idea. Like, what's the point of that?" Like, you didn't know it was like a grand scheme of things.
Yes.
You just saw me uploading like a couple, but the if you type in on YouTube Delly365, you'll see the freestyles. You'll see they're still there, bro. Like, and I stopped because you was like, damn.
I will say, hold on, wait. I will say, I remember another conversation we had because I was like, I remember the basis I was going off of also was, I don't necessarily know how many beats you're going to be able to pick.
Yeah.
It was.
Okay.
It was.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
though.
because I was like, are they going to be original beats? Are they going to be? Because you can pick 365.
That I remember that.
Yeah. So we was talking about that on that plane because I was like, well, are they going to be 365 original? Or are you going to pick 10 Timbaland beats? 5 Kanye?
And I was sensitive at that point. I'm like, what this nigga question me for? Like,
I remember his reaction to it. He was like, yo, what is this? I was just like, bro, think of it. It's 365 days a year. That's a lot of material.
So
That's
what's
a lot of
funny,
songs.
doing it now, I wasn't ready. I would have been fucked if I would have tried it then, because I would have not had enough beats. I have producers and everything during the 365 that I did not have then.
Yeah.
So it all happened for a reason. But yeah, you was responsible.
I definitely remember, bro. I was
out here saving the day.
Not even knowing.
Yeah, because I definitely was like, bro.
He was always honest, bro. Like he was honest, bro.
I was like, I'm not rolling up.
So let me ask you this, Delly. Before you started doing your 365 the first time, right? Like, did you consult anybody, or was it just like the pride fucking with you?
I never really consult people.
Yeah.
I just go off of how I feel, and I'll consult with you after I pretty much decided.
Don't ask permission, ask forgiveness. Man.
Yeah.
So like, well, I did it. There we go.
And somebody put this on here, I don't know, but you kind of touched on it a little bit, but what was one of them, or the most difficult part of the 365 series?
The most difficult part, doing it, it was a bunch of different challenges, bro. For one, just being able to create that much, okay? finding beats, internet connection.
Gotta get that Wi-Fi.
Hey, I uploaded a couple songs at Starbucks. Let's just keep it true.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi wasn't connected, and I had to do what I had to do. Working. I worked like 3 jobs at the time. Being there for my family. Going on tour the same year, shooting a movie the same year. So like it was tough as fuck. It was all challenging, bro. I don't see a part that wasn't challenging.
Okay.
At all. And because it's one of those things where it's pressure every day, because if you miss one day, it's over. It's not like tomorrow people are gonna be like, oh, you tried, like you did 60 songs. And I'm not wired like that. I'm like, if I'm gonna say this publicly, accountability wise, I'm gonna stick this thing out. So that pressure, I gained anxiety. I didn't have anxiety before the 365, but like I used to have dreams that I didn't drop the song or that I didn't. So things like that, bro. And I still deal with that. It was challenging to deal with the lack of dopamine that I got on January 1st, 2019. You know what I'm saying? I was used to getting feedback every single day for a whole fucking year. That's fire, you next up, you did. And then January 1st, it was like, psh.
Damn.
That has to be
I was depressed. I was depressed for like 4 months, bro. 2019, if you look back, I really didn't do much. And 4 months into it, I'm laying in bed depressed. I get a call or a text. I just sent your news article to DJ Clue. He's gonna send it to Gary V. Gary V follows me, hits me up. Yo, I saw what you did. Proud of you. Follow me. And then I just got that dopamine back. And I just kept going. So the shit, everything was challenging, bro. Like, don't get it twisted. That's why nobody has been able to do it. People have hit me up, said they're gonna do a painting a day. They're gonna work out every day. Nobody has done it. Kanye tried it. Other people, Master P tried. Nobody has done it, bro. Cause the whole shit is challenging. Bro.
Consistency.
Holla at me.
Man. Cause like, I can't imagine doing, even if it's something that I love and truly deep, like, take away all of that. To do something every day.
Yeah.
Like, every single fucking day. And to not get tired of it and say, you know what, I'm just going to take a break from a while.
Yeah.
Like, whether it be working out, you usually have a rest day.
Yeah.
Just, I don't feel like going to it. My body says no.
Yeah.
And to push through that, and obviously being a creative, the mental aspect of it.
Yeah.
Coming up with bars every and not just marginal, hey, it's Cat in the Hat.
Thank you.
Blues Clues.
Because people use that against me, like, oh, 365, but how many were good? It's like, bro, I'm really putting my fucking life into this.
Yeah. And that's why I would hit you back. I'd be like, I'd hear one of them, I'd be like some of them, of course not all of them gonna be my favorite.
Right.
But I would hit you and be like, yo, that one was good. Like, that one was really, really good. That was high level, you know what I'm saying, rap in there. That's performance. And I feel like with you, I don't know if you notice it or you do it on purpose, but it seems like you check those boxes of rapping. Uh-huh. Like, no one can take away from your pen. Right. Like, you're not necessarily a melodic rapper. Right. I don't have to worry about, like, damn, is he gonna really be rapping, or is it just gonna be, Drake-ish, or Roddy Wave-ish, or anything like that. And it seems like you check off that box for rap fans like myself, and I truly appreciate it.
I come from that. I started rapping early, so I get the wittiness, cleverness, catchiness, but you gotta have that substance somewhere. Like, even if I give you a catchy song, if you really listen to it, I'm gonna be dropping at least 1 or 2 like gems just for the people who are gonna catch it. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
We're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll come back because we got some more questions for Delly.
Yes, sir.
This is fire.
The best is, like, come on, man, say it. Let the truth be told. How he goes at basketball and, his preparation and dedication to the game is, it's something that's unique.
Look,
For a long time. Shout out to my boy Yogi Swift for giving me this opportunity and giving me a chance and shot into making this recording for everyone from the Four Wise Men podcast. Also, man, comment down on any of the videos, man. Let me know how my recording is gone so far. Grade me. Hey, I'm average, but I'm doing my best.
Niggas mad with Maybach. I ain't gotta say it, but you know who I am. I smoke by the ounce and you smoke by the gram. I really be out here, you on Instagram. And enough for myself and enough for my fan. I turn up, take shots like Yosemite Sam. No niggas that whip in the kitchen like Curry. Boy, look at the flick of the wrist. From nothing to something, we back.
And we back.
Yeah, we back. Quick little commercial break, you know, had to refill our drinks. But coming back, I know J-Rod, you had a story you wanted to tell, so go ahead and get into that.
So,
Wait, really quick before you start that, you guys do commercials and stuff?
No.
I was trying to I know y'all saw my rap drink, and I was gonna try to put my rap drink commercial. We gonna do an official one. That was just trying shit, but it worked. Like, people were like, hey, yo, is that real? Like, cause I'm trying to.
I know, I see that. I was like, all right.
It could be real. Like, but no, go ahead.
So, for those who don't know, again, me and Delly have become real cool over the years, and it started back in high school, man.
Fact.
And one, we had a math class together, which was hilarious, pure comedy.
Fact.
Also, I let Delly use my CD player one time. I don't know if he remembers this.
Were we on a bus?
No.
Who's at school?
Who's at school?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So everyone knows at Chavez at this point in time, I am the music man.
That's
I have big aviator headphones, noise cancellation. This is 2006,
started
2005, right? These clunky motherfuckers was booming though. So for those who were at Chavez at the time, you just remember seeing me, big dude.
big body, big sound.
Yeah, there we go. I like it. Big body, big sound. So,
We're gonna edit that out. We're gonna put that on the shirt. We're gonna patent that.
So everybody knows I always have my CD player with me, right? This is how long ago we had CD players.
Yeah.
Anti-skip kills the battery.
Yeah.
Kills your battery, right?
Turn it off, you have a little bit more battery.
Exactly, right? So I'll never forget one day you asked me, you was like, yo, Jay,
I'm embarrassed now that I asked you. Use your VCR real quick. Like, you don't actually use it in a CD player.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Also, again, considering how much I listened to music at that point in time, giving that shit up, nigga, that was hard. Because I actually had to listen to these motherfuckers.
Hey, let me borrow your girlfriend for a couple hours.
So, next thing you know, right, so I'm just like, also, cool thing about the CD player, it was touchscreen.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, it was badass, nigga.
State of the art.
Oh
at
boy,
that time,
I was like,
nigga,
this is my prime jewel, fam. I used to get I plug them bitches up with the Duracells. We good. You know what I'm saying? Touchscreen, everything like that. People always was like, Jay, man, can I use your CD player? I was like, I'll never forget the first time I was like,
oh my god,
nigga, what? Like,
I get it.
Hey, was it scary asking him, considering that he was so big?
I don't remember it now, but I remember I was dirt fucking poor, bro. I was asking people for like dollars every day. So to hear him say I asked for a CD player, I might have, that might have been.
So I just,
wow.
I don't know what, because I usually would have said no. Nigga.
Absolutely.
For whatever reason, that day I said, sure, bro.
Wow.
Let him
Wow.
Gave it to him, right? I said, just don't fuck it up.
Wow.
Right?
I hope I didn't.
You did not.
Okay,
Go ahead. But I'm not gonna lie. But when I say I watched you walk away with it, and I said, what the fuck was I thinking?
Oh my god.
Because then I realized I'm hearing everything else that I normally would not hear.
Yeah.
The bullshit chatter.
That's love, bro.
So not only that, so I'll never forget it, bro. I was upstairs again because Chavez is 2 levels, right? We was in the quad area. I was upstairs. You was downstairs, and I just seen you. You was just chilling. You was in the quad, and you was listening to it. And like I was watching, because I was like, this nigga better not fuck it up. That's a good piece of equipment.
I had no idea you was watching me.
Because behind every corner.
Yeah, this is a good.
I didn't know that.
But I just remember seeing him in passing and looking at him like, all right, bro, is he gonna do some shiesty shit?
Is funny, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And he was just listening, bro. And that, like, me being a big music lover, I felt that.
Word.
I'll never like that feeling of granting someone like one of my passions.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I was like, this nigga could use all of my shit then.
That's love.
You never asked me again, but but like if you did,
following me.
but like if he had, I would have been like, yeah, bro, here.
Yeah.
And I graduated to an iPod. Like I hustled for that iPod. Boy.
I remember those.
That iPod Nano, the little joint. I was pissed. The Nigel had a big joint when they first came out.
Yeah.
Like the 250.
Mm-hmm.
When it first came
50
out.
gigs, everybody wanted those.
Oh,
There wasn't even that many songs out there.
I know, it wasn't nothing.
Not at all. And I was just like, I just remember hitting the Nigel, like, again, because we all play sports and stuff, and we'd all catch the late bus together. So football, basketball players usually, intertwine, mingle, and everything like that. But I remember Nigel had that, and I was just like, bro, can I use this?
He wasn't as gracious as you were.
Because I was like, Nigel, I don't know what you got on here, but if you let me just borrow it for a couple days, I will download it.
Yeah.
I'll just take it for myself, add it to my library, organize the shit. Because that was a big thing for me. I was a big organizer. I was like, I'd organize it by artist, because you know how motherfuckers just shuffle the shit. Oh my God.
Say unknown album and shit, unknown artists.
That used to drive me crazy. I'm like, why? Where the fuck is this? Why is the mixtape is all Little Louisiana. Why is this? Why the fuck is it just scattered everywhere? But anyway, so yeah, Nigel, what's up, man? We need
Shout out Nigel, man. I actually seen him a couple years ago, and he reached out to me and just told me how proud of me he was. And that's always big, bro. Like, cause I used to look up to y'all guys, man. So like, anytime the upperclassmen reach out to me, like, you doing your thing, bro. It's like, yeah, you fucking right at it.
That's a big deal. Yeah, it is.
I was always an underdog, bro. Like you were there, bro. Like I was the smallest. I wasn't the fastest. I wasn't the strongest. Like I was always the fucking underdog. I didn't get amazing at basketball until after high school. You know what I'm saying? So I always had that underdog mentality. So to see them guys double back and be like, we see you. It's like, all right, cool.
I will say that as far as your basketball game, you definitely did. Cause I remember seeing you, and I obviously watching you play in high school. I'm like, I don't know if this thing really got it.
Yeah, I was a late bloomer.
Yeah, late bloomer.
Yeah, I was a late bloomer.
But like afterwards, like I would see you do. I would come watch, and you'd be playing in the MLK tournament.
Yeah.
Or shit at Eastlake.
Yeah.
Or anything like that.
Dominating.
I used to be like,
yeah, dominating.
You got like 25 right now.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
He's getting buckets.
I was in a pro-am, it was like for the D1 players, ex-NBA players, right?
Remember,
and I come in there with this frame and they like not taking me serious, right? Like, who is it? I shit you not, I dropped 61 points that game. I set the league record, like it's still there, like nobody is, and it's just this little small frame dude, like they thought I was in high school still, so.
I do not doubt it.
It was a system that I was in. I was taught like, you come in, you shoot, if you're not hitting those first two shots, you sit down. That's what it was. So then after high school, going to open gyms and stuff, I went to South Mountain Community College, just helping Kevin Kelly and Tevin Kelly was there. And the coach pulled me off the court, bro. He was like, where are you playing at? And I'm like, I'm just here with my homie, like he plays here. I'm just, and they signed me right there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was blessed, bro. After high school, that's when I really got nasty.
That's wild. Yeah. That is wild. Considering, again,
people still think I'm going to go play basketball, bro. People still like, yeah, you can go overseas. Like, bro, I'm 31. I'm not going over overseas, bro. Like, you got it, bro. Like, I can see it in. Like, y'all don't know, bro. Like,
so just going into the sports aspect, man.
Yeah.
Obviously, we grew up with ESPN. That's our holy grail. Like you hear the dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
You know what it is.
Hey, I still get chills sometimes.
Yeah.
Like being featured and hearing your stuff. Cause I ain't gonna lie, the first time I didn't even know that you were on there.
Yeah.
Right? Like for those who don't know, we're gonna talk about it. Delly got a feature on ESPN platforms. So pretty much when the background music you hear an intro into a show or coming back from a segment, sometimes they'll put a major artist. It could be Lil Wayne, it could be Kanye, whoever, whatever. They got Delly.
Yeah.
So the first time I heard it, I'll never forget it. I was listening. I can't remember what podcast I was listening to, but it was your faint voice in the background coming in because the podcast sounds different from what it actually sounds like on TV.
Yeah.
It's edited a little bit. It's edited a little bit different. But whoever mixed or mastered it didn't do a good. Your shit was still in there. Right. So I'm like listening. And I'm like, I kept rewinding. I'm like, who's that voice? I know that person.
You know the voice, yeah.
And it tripped me out. And then like literally a couple hours later, you started posting, hey, I'm on ESPN, I'm on the. Boy, I said, damn.
Yeah.
I was like, I was not tripping. I know that motherfucker. Yeah.
That's when I tagged ESPN. I was like, yo, cut the check.
At that point, I hadn't seen it. I didn't. Where do I watch ESPN at? I don't know.
I know what you mean.
So I ended up buying ESPN Plus. Still didn't see it. So yeah, when people start sending it to me, they didn't even tell me I won. Like they didn't even the people that I went through. They were supposed to, and they didn't.
Wow.
They didn't even tell me that I won the 2K thing until after it was already posted. They hit me a week later, oh yeah, congrats on winning that. And I'm like,
matter of fact type situation.
Like what?
This is something that can change my life, and you gonna wait a week?
Put the game on,
Then
crazy.
the
Put the game on and
ESPN,
hear music.
ESPN was the same way. It was and then I was hitting them up how long are you guys gonna use my song? Because the checks got to keep coming. And they was well, as long as they want it. And it's been 3 months. It's been song of the month. So.
Wow.
Crazy. That's fucking wild.
That is wild. I like that song, dude. That's a tough tune.
I think it was on NBA The Jump. It was on The Jump.
Yeah. They played it before some games too.
Yeah.
I think
if you can get that ESPN, yeah.
It's on the. Is it in the Suns arena?
It's supposed to be. I reached out to the DJ, the official Suns DJ. He told me that he would run it by him when they got back in town, but they winning so much and everybody's so excited. I don't plan on hearing back from them. It's just a lot going on.
Sense.
I get it, and I don't want to fuck that up. You know what I'm saying? Because they saying we can really compete this year. So I'm if it don't happen this year, that song is timeless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We back like we never left. So if the season is over and we come back to a season, we back in the new season like we never. So yeah, that song is timeless. I wrote it just for that.
Put that song behind a Devin Booker.
Yeah, it's a rap, bro.
It's a rap.
Yeah, we know.
You know what I'm saying?
You get a commercial with Devin Booker?
I can really push buttons and make that happen, but I try to do things organically. Even with hitting up the DJ from the radio, I had contacted him prior to.
Okay.
And he didn't reach back. So it's okay, now I gotta kind of throw my weight around a little bit, because if ESPN can play it, why can't you guys play it? You know what I'm saying? So that's when I was hey, City, tell them what's up. And everybody was you need to play this. And he hit me all right, bro. So, and I don't like to do that, but Arizona. If it was in New York, bro, people would press people like that.
Oh, yeah.
It was. There's no question. So I don't want people coming out here and they're new to the valley and they want to show love. So it's who better to show love than
the guy?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And not even saying I'm the guy. Show it to other guys. There are other guys who are doing things too. It's not just for me, but I'm an advocate for myself and for the city every time. So. Yeah, I had to put a little pressure on that guy. So he probably don't do it because of that, but at least when he meets me or whatever, he'll know I gotta come at this dude a different kind of way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's not just anybody. So
that's what's up.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, shout out ESPN.
So casually.
I was gonna say what? Oh, would you do?
No, go ahead.
I mean, my fault. I got a quick question just based off of what you're just talking about. So do you press your own buttons or do you have a team?
I press my own buttons, brother.
That's tough.
And what's crazy, it's a gift and a curse because I do need help. But people see what I do and how I move and then assume that I don't need help. So many times they're I thought you had a whole team. I don't. I have a couple producers. I have a cameraman and but like I said, I do everything else. I just don't make beats and I don't film. That's the only thing I don't do. Just because I still want to be able to collaborate. You got to have a second ears or second eyes on something. Yeah. So I don't want to do
first pair.
So yeah, I just don't make my own beats and I don't film. That's the only thing.
I had wrote a question. What's one thing about your craft that you would like to perfect?
That's a damn good question to ask him.
Just because I think when you're a creator, you could be sensitive about your shit.
Right.
Just because you're the one that's putting the time, the effort, the blood, sweat, tears, what have you, behind your craft. And it's you work so much on it, and just for somebody to come walk by or whatever and just see it and kind of just be
Right.
There's something behind that can drive a creator crazy.
So for me, it's one of the things would be making my music translate good enough in the videos. Okay. Because even with the 365, it took me like 250 days to understand that just putting out these songs is not good enough because we don't live in a time of audio. If it was the iPod days, I would have been Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You would have been blazing.
But due to the fact that it was all visually driven, so yeah, the help making my videos translate really well with the song. And
Where did you shoot Hometown at?
Central and Southern. I shot at Central because that's First Street. That's where I grew up at in high school. My boy Adrian, PJ, the big house, and then downtown Phoenix. Yeah, that was the song Hometown. That was the first song that ever came out perfectly how I envisioned.
Really?
Like from start to finish, from the guy like talking and like every single thing. That was the perfect song, and that's why it was perfect. The video was perfect. When I sent it to my guys and told them like how big it was for me, shout out Real Bros, like them dudes blew up. They shoot for Ferrari and Corvette like they blew up. But I told them and expressed to them who I was and what it meant, and they wrote that whole treatment, bro. Like that was before I was directing. I just told them what I wanted and what it meant, and they did it. They're like, well, where you from? Where you? They got the trailer. I was in the trailer driving down Central out the window. Like that's not even legal.
Yeah,
and it was, you know, so that was everything, bro. So Hometown was really one of my favorite moments and favorite time. I don't even perform that song no more. I stopped it at the 2019 Hip Hop Festival, I believe.
Any reason why?
It was just time to move on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's fair.
What's crazy is how much you guys like that song on my Spotify numbers. That was under like 1,000 listens.
Damn.
And then you got Big Mad at like 30K, 50K, and you got Same Game. So it's just like, yeah.
I still knock Hometown
Yeah.
car all the time.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I guess on video wise on Facebook it did like 60, 70K, but I didn't get no money from that. You can't get no money off of that. You know what I'm saying? But
the monetization, yeah.
But I love that song, yeah. I'll bring it back eventually, but I just felt like, cause I was in every show with it, like it was predictable, people were just like, people were singing it, that was cool, but.
I was gonna say, that's gotta be a great, bro. Like the lyrics in that song is here.
Yeah.
So it's like, when you have you performing it here in your hometown, and you got, nigga, the hometown singing it.
I prefer to perform it out of town.
I can understand why.
And every time that I did, it really let people know what this was about. And I made it very clear, like, I wrote this from my hometown. Like, y'all want to see where I'm from? Y'all about to see it. Like, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So,
I like that.
Yeah, but here it's like, everybody know it. Like, let's go ahead. You know what I'm saying? So.
What, so last year, 2020, COVID hits, everything shuts down.
Last year.
Would you say that was your vision?
Yeah, dog. It was like, it might have not seemed like it, depending on how focused you were. If you were distracted, then everything that was going on was probably like detrimental to, you know, your benefit. But for me, I learned how to mix and master my own music. I bought my own recording studio. I learned how to engineer or edit my own videos. I learned how to. I don't write anymore. I think Big Mad, probably a little bit before that, everything is like, I didn't write that. Same Game, I didn't write that. There's nowhere that those lyrics are written down. Like, I just go in there, because I have that luxury. So anything that you hear from now going forward, like, I don't write it. So I got that from quarantine.
Yeah.
My feature price went up. I'm able to pay a couple more bills, you know what I'm saying? So 2020 was up and down, bro, but it was about what you did with your time and how distracted
That's
you were.
That's true. 2020 was a year that you really hated or really loved.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you have so much time now to do what you said you was going to be doing, now you got that time.
You really about it or you not? Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, like, are you really going to do it or you not going to do it? Bro?
That's when I bought all this shit.
I made a post, I said, I just pray that nobody comes out of quarantine the same way they went in, because just 20 pounds, something, like, you need something, bro, to show, like, I was at the crib. Like,
I started reading.
That's great. That's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
bro.
I just went back. I was like, I just
little Instagram book post.
Yeah,
I read often. Like I'm an avid reader.
Like on my IG, I'll do like every couple weeks when I get a new book, I'll go to Barnes and Noble, and you know what I'm saying, and I'll post it on Instagram and just backstory on the book and why it's dope and why I think, hey, just check it out if you get a chance.
And who it's for, they'll gravitate towards it. Like, it was okay.
And I was surprised. A lot of people was like, they was like, Jay, I didn't know you read like that. I was like, well, you know, I'm a scholar, but I'm well read. But anyway,
I'm well read.
So when you say that 2020, like that's quarantine, that's literally what it did to me. Like I was just like, because for me, I was already on, you know, and I'm sure we all had our routines. Yeah. Mine was, hey, after work, go to the gym, bam, boom, ride your bike home, like keep that, you know what I'm saying, work out, everything like that. And my physical fitness was great. And that hits, I can't go to the gym no more, man. I'm like, why?
I get it.
So, man. But I guess my next question I wanted to ask, as far as, and this is gonna dive into more of the 2K thing, man.
Okay. Because
that is something, 2K and United Masters. Because I heard about United Masters a while back before you started, you know, screaming about United Masters and stuff like that. As far as this, the 2K thing, man, that is something that is going to be ever ingrained. Yeah. The only reason why I know it's being put on that type of scale is because on one of my old iPods, I still had the Madden soundtrack from 2002 to 2006. Okay. Every song that was on Madden, I hit up the library, LimeWire. Yep. We getting the song.
Shout out.
So, Good Charlotte.
Yeah, shout out LimeWire.
You know what I'm saying?
Good Charlotte. Oh my God.
Yeah, like Green Day, American Idiot. When that shit was on Madden, I would download it. So it makes it. And again, it's 2021. I still remember these songs because it was on my favorite video game. So how does that make you feel knowing that you're a hooper, you're on 2K21, and I'm sure there's a kid just like me at that point in time who's like, yo, if I don't know anything else, I'm definitely gonna remember this Delly song.
Yeah. They've reached out to me already.
That is fucking crazy to me, dog.
Yeah, certain people are like, bro, I listen to that shit every day. Like, I love that song. I know it word for word. Some dude just posted, I don't want to say some dude, the homie, he just posted his daughter singing. Like,
wow.
So, but honestly, I have not played NBA 2K21.
Okay.
And I have not heard it on there myself.
Uh-huh.
I only hear it like when people send it to me, but it'll always be there.
So I guess my next question is on why you haven't played it. Now, is it a game feature thing?
For me, I don't really play video games like that. I play video games when I'm depressed. Okay. And I haven't been depressed in 2021. In 2020, I was on NBA 2K20 all day. Like.
The reason why I say that is because, for those who call back, when we were after school at Chavez, we would play NBA Live and hit this the slam dunk contest for Parks and Rec. You're talking to a man who constantly got 50s. I could not do so. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
what's funny though is because you see me doing the trick shots. Yeah. I was gonna do like a little sketch video on like how it was in the dunk contest.
Yo,
like how they were like miss the ball.
I would definitely understand and get that. Consider like the story I just told, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna do it. I just did it. I did the cartwheel, alley-oop, everything. Like, it was funny, bro.
Alright, so we got more to come. Stay tuned. We're gonna take another commercial break. Yeah. We're gonna fill up these drinks. Yep. Maybe eat some chicken sandwiches or something. You bet. All right.
Hey, it's easy. Work. I bet I get this on the radio before the day done. If she don't get top, then the girl can't come. Gotta scream it outside, the place that I'm from. Got my girls outside, so she don't want none.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? This your boy E Money. To all the viewers, man, we got some exclusive footage that you won't hear in Spotify. This is an actual behind-the-scenes interview with DellyEveryday. We appreciate his time, knowing that he's very busy. So without further ado, man, enjoy the bloopers. Hey.
The thing open if you got that, and I'm just trying to test her out like a lab rat. In case my girl legs open, better smash that. Don't be surprised when she asks where the cash at. Young wild and I'm fooling, shades on and I'm cooling. Lanes try and jump, but they can't do it how we do it. I got money all in my pocket, I got swagger all in my body, and we just came to party. Yeah, we just came to.
Go ahead.
Was
keep it short.
Oh, he's recording.
God! God! Nah, we good. Yo. This is fire, bro. Great questions.
Yo, if you don't mind me asking, Deli, grade him. Grade him from the introduction. What'd you think, man?
Rate it?
Grade it, like.
The introduction?
Yeah. Well, he put 2 hours of work of what he just did, man. If you were to grade it, what would it be, man?
That's a hard question.
You put me on the spot.
No. Yeah, I just want to know,
It's
man.
off camera though, right?
No, this is behind the scenes.
camera.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to find all those songs?
Honestly, I was because your catalog was fucking huge.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I need to figure out why it took you 2 hours, and then that'll help me. Like, okay.
It took me 2 hours just to put it together. It took me a little bit longer to find the songs because I was looking at the songs. I was listening to your music. I was listening to your mixtapes on SoundCloud and shit.
Yeah.
Like the last song, because that was from your previous mixtape that you just dropped in March.
Yeah.
I listened to that like maybe 2 or 3 times, just that mixtape alone, because I love that shit. That shit was dope. Yeah, that shit was dope. So I was just listening to it, and I was like, all right, I gotta get one of these songs on here. But I was thinking like, what really put me into Delly in the first place? That's why I put a lot of your own shit on there, just because.
How could you pick from everything else?
Yeah, and just because you have so much interviews and shit about 365, I'm like, Delly's not gonna want this. That's just gonna be washed down, cookie cutter, whatever it is. I'm gonna go to people who don't know his back catalog. This is what I'm gonna go into, and that's exactly what I try to do. But I wanted Hometown was one of my favorite shits.
Yes.
2017, I played that shit all the time when I was driving. And then in the last shit from your last mixtape, I had to put on the
So I loved it, bro. I love that effort. I love that work because for me, I'm good. People do the homework, bro. It's just I don't care about not the fans, but like the likes and Instagram. Like I care about people who care about the music. Like I care about that shit. So, and I know what I put into my music. So when there's certain bars and stuff that you catch that most people probably never even heard the fucking song and it resonates with you, that's what I go for, bro. Those are the things. So yeah, I would rate it. I liked it, bro. I liked it, man. It was nothing that I did.
That's nice stuff.
Bro.
I don't have no experience with any of that shit.
Yo,
I just,
I'm zooming this on you, Manny. Look.
So I just did it. Hey, man.
It was amazing.
Honestly,
It was amazing, bro.
It was a fashion project, and the way that you've been on our asses this whole fucking week. I've been on the ass. It's a legitimate.
That's why I showed up, bro. Like, trust me. I haven't talked to nobody. I don't think this year really. I think I did like one online interview, but yeah.
And I noticed like a lot of your interviews, they're like 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, this is not going to be an interview. This is going to be a conversation.
I'm going to use a lot of these clips and post them.
Oh yeah, definitely, yo.
Because people don't get because you got to ask the questions.
Yeah.
Then I can give you the content that you want, but like, you're not asking those questions, like, I can't really. I can try, but it's
So yeah, Delly, what I do is basically cut everything and put it all down to the YouTube.
Okay.
But you are more than welcome to have any other footage you want, personally.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, everything that shit. All this shit is raw, like.
I'm glad people got to understand I've been on that Kobe. Like, people thought that when I was posting it around, like, I still don't believe he's dead. So it's like, bro, that was different.
We're going to get into that.
That's different for me.
I want to say, like, before the rebrand and stuff, we did a Kobe tribute.
Yeah.
And we were doing it, because me and Manny, my computer took a shit. So my computer was done so, like my laptop. So we used to record, we would record from my laptop and stuff. But we had to do the Kobe tribute. Yeah. Now, me and Manny,
I just turned it off.
Oh, no, yeah, you good.
We're working on the clips and stuff and had to download the audio from fucking YouTube. So I'm up here, YouTubing it, like, pretty much, ripping the YouTube audio, placing it in the Kobe tribute, doing that. So I know, like, to what he's saying and stuff like that. That's why I just asked him. I was like, was it like the Kobe tribute we had to do? He's like, yes. I was like, damn, that's a lot of footwork. Because you gotta pull from it. Like, even in, just in reference to the Kobe tribute, we did like segments on commercials. Yeah. So if you're a Kobe fan, you remember this particular Sprite commercial. You remember this particular Adidas commercial.
Nigga jumped over the snakes.
Yeah, like, and stuff like that. Like, audibly, you can't. You be like, what the fuck is he? What is going on here?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a fan, you know what that sound is or anything like that. So with that, man, I think with your fans, they're gonna be like, wow, they took it back. Yeah. Wow, they did this. Yeah. Wow, they did that. I think, that's kudos to them.
People like him. I have a certain amount of fans like him that have been there for a long time, and they hit me with some shit, and it like fucks me up. Like, bro, you remember when you did Body Mocked Up? Like, what? Like MySpace Body Mocked Up? Like, yeah, bro, that was your best track. Like, you know, I dropped 300 and said that one though. Like,
well, yeah, man.
And I let people like what they like, bro, because as artists, sometimes we think we know, but we don't know. Because I don't know what you've been through. So I don't know which one of my songs you gonna resonate with. Like, to hear that good music track was one of your favorites. Like, we shot that one as a video called Ham, and then it was another one that had Teray at the front. We shot all 3 of those videos in one night, and we edited them all in the same night. Like, we was grinding like that. Me and Darius, we was grinding like that. We had the cameras before people had those. We was iMovie, bro. Like, we was hungry. Like the YouTube shit. We had shit on YouTube because Soulja Boy. So that's my favorite rapper. So he helped me be ahead of the game. So, bro, I'm telling you, like, I appreciate that.
The Tory track, was that the one where y'all was in front of Poncho?
Yeah, History Book.
Okay.
No, but there was one back in the day. It was to a Kanye West beat. It was good music because we shot. It was 3 of them we shot. It was good music, and then but yeah, Teray was just shouting me out in front of the video. But then we did History Books. That was big too.
That's actually one of my favorite ones.
History Books.
I ran through.
That was the first video I ever directed, bro.
Really?
Oh, it was all my idea.
Wow.
And even like my best friends were like, I watched that video all the time. Like, it was just so, from the start to finish, bro, that was my idea. Like,
I didn't know you did it.
So after that, I was like, I'm doing all my shit. Like,
I take all the credit.
I gotta trust myself, bro. Like,
Have to.
Anytime I do, I win, bro. Like, it used to be, I would shoot the video and let the director do it. But now I edit my own videos, all that shit. It's like, I'm touching this shit because I'm gonna put in the extra 10 hours on it. You not. He put 2 hours in it, thank you. Yeah. But he wouldn't have put 10, I guarantee it. Cause like, why? And it his shit, so it's like, when you do your own shit, you can put the extra 10 hours in it. So, bro, I do all my own shit. I record in my house, I mix in my house, mastered the same game track in my room. The producer came and made it in my room. I submitted it from my room. I won in my room, like. So,
like I can relate to the aspect of like, cause you said like you did all those
hey,
videos in one day, and it was just going.
Yeah.
Probably was 16, 17, 18 hours or some shit like that, maybe even more.
I was young too, though.
And I feel like when we're doing this shit, like I feel the same type of way because I feel like I know I'm not recording. I feel like when we're done, when we cut off, when I hit that red button to stop recording. And like we're just like relaxing and just like doing this, that's kind of like my favorite part.
Okay.
That's my favorite part because we just created something, and mind you, like when we go back and write like descriptions, we don't know what the fuck we talking about.
Yeah.
Like literally, we don't know what we talking about. We were just having a good time. Yeah. And then that part is my favorite part because we're all just we're not doing the YouTube podcast shit. We're just like hanging out, putting this shit together that we just created. Putting our minds together on what we're gonna call this, what's gonna be the description, what's the hashtags, who's gonna do this, whatever it is. Like that's my favorite part, just the structure of it. Yeah. Because when it comes together, it's just a little bit amount of time. Yeah. But the whole backstory, like what goes behind it, that's what people don't see.
It's that process.
That's what people don't see.
That's the part that people think that anybody can do it. Because they don't know that side B. Every time they say the side B, like people want side A, but they don't know that it come with, side B. I think what you guys should do, I don't know if you've already done it, but for me, what I've learned is when you have something, a brand, whatever, you're more successful when you make people care about who you are. So I don't know if y'all have done an individual video or a post or something, but people gotta know who you are. Like y'all getting to know who I am, but I care more about what you have to say because I know you. I didn't know he was like, who the fuck is this dude? Like, he could be anybody. So to try to be transparent with your listeners is very valuable. Like, not just as an artist, because we have to. Drake is the most successful artist. He's the most vulnerable. People love those human emotions. So let them know you got a family. Let them know, like, and maybe whoever's watching the show, they might resonate with you more than him.
Tell them, Delly. Like,
it's like, oh oh, this dude know what I'm going through. He works, he got a fam, or you probably trying to figure it all out, whatever. And somebody might resonate to that. Like, I like J-Rod because he doing this, but he's trying to get it like, and y'all just gotta be honest, bro. Y'all gotta be honest and transparent. You can't put on a front. Like, everything I'm telling y'all, like, this is my real life. You know what I'm saying? So that's what people want, bro. Reality TV is fake, but people want it. Even though it's fake, because they want reality.
They want drama, yeah.
If y'all give it to them, give me your story, bro. People buy into stories. They buy into who you are. They don't buy into what you do. They buy into what you do after they love you. Like, and if somebody likes you, they'll do anything. I like you guys. That's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? If you can make people like you, they'll do pretty much whatever.
Man.
You ready? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Man.
Those are free jams right there.
Yo. Daily, like what you just said, man, is exactly what I had my vision for them. Like, yo, I was like, if he doesn't want to hear from me, let Delly tell him.
All right, guys.